Good afternoon and welcome back, ladies, gents and Pikachus, to another video about the Quran of the Muslims. But today is not about the Quran of the Muslims, it's about the Muslims of the Quran. So I wanted to talk to you about how to respond and deal with these guys when they are, when they are communicating with you in the way that they do, especially in real life, but most often in the comments in, online. So something which is in the Bible, which Christ tells us, is you will know them by their fruits. And what that means is the fruits of someone is like the way they speak, the way their life goes, the way their house looks, what's in their life and what do they create. That's their fruits. And if you know someone by your fruits, then the fruits of Quran worshippers are all the ways in which they speak to you. So the hateful insults and the million of cry laugh emojis, like the capitalization of every word, the violent threats, the lies. These things are the fruits of Allah and the fruits of Muslims. But I don't think that it just demonstrates why what we're saying about them is true. It demonstrates why Islam is a false religion, why Allah is the great deceiver, the king of lies, and why Muslims are slaves of the Quran and don't know any better. But then you compare that to the people that they are trying to argue with, you will never see a Christian kill someone in the name of Christ. You will never see a Jew kill someone in the name of Yahweh. You will never see a Buddhist kill someone in the name of Buddha. No peaceful religion, no peaceful God, no peaceful worshipper thinks that it's a good idea to threaten and use violence in the name of their God. Because if they do that in the name of their God, the name of their God is violence. The name of their God is sin and murder. The name of their God is Satan. And that's the conclusion I wanted to bring to you, is when these guys are in the comments shouting and abusing you and trying to threaten you or intimidate you, lying and cursing and offering violence, just know. Don't respond to it, because that is how Satan, who is Allah, that is how Allah, who is Satan, motivates his worshippers. His instructions to his worshippers is to never allow the truth to be spoken, is to never allow peace between brothers, is to always create war and evil and punish you where you don't believe in this. Whereas my Lord, Jesus Christ, his way is to be strong, but not to be violent, not to be a coward, and think that cutting the heads off your enemies means that you have beaten them. If you cut the heads off your enemies, you have been beaten, because you are too scared to face them in a nice, calm, factual debate, and you had to stab them or punch them or cut the head off or try and scare them away so that you could shout Allahu Akbar in the pretense that you had somehow claimed a victory. And so we know, in conclusion, the fruits of Allah, who is Satan, the fruits of Allah, who is Satan, is violence and hate. And that is all you will find at the end of this book, O Muslims. You will not find peace, forgiveness, grace or mercy or wisdom. You will not find salvation. You will find violence and hate at the end of this book, and you will fall to it. So, in summary, please reconsider, read your Quran fully and thoroughly, and you will realize Allah admits these things to you. If you actually read and you understand, Allah himself tells you he lives in the darkest depths, his will is warring nations, he is responsible for all the evil and pain on the world, and he could take it away and stop doing it, but he doesn't want to. That your life is a great injustice to him and you owe him a debt that you can never repay. That every single man needs to lie dead and every single woman needs to be enslaved for his will, his prophecy, his end times genocidal prophecy to be completed. And the only reward you will get as you lie headless in your own grave is to be heaped with gold that you could never spend, because the world will be destroyed. That is the legacy of Allah, who is Satan, and will be your legacy, Muslims, if you don't heed the warning. Don't take it from me. Read the Quran thoroughly and properly, and make your own mind up, and you will figure out the truth. Allah has been lying to you to enslave you to his causes, which are not good causes. All he offers you is pain and grief and suffering and sin, and you will die in hell with him as your companion. So please don't take my word for it. Read this Then do your research. Don't just believe the first thing that Google tells you, because we know Google will tell you propaganda, paid sponsored propaganda. That will be the top result. So ignore the top result and use your head. Don't be blinded by lies. Don't be tricked by evil, which is Allah, which is Satan. And you will find the truth, which is Jesus Christ. So that's the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed that. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Muslims, please, there's only so many times that I can beg you to save your own soul. Read your Quran, the truth is in there, but it's not the truth that you think. Allah is Satan, and while you slave for him, you are damned. So that's all I have to say to you.